Hi there everybody, Ollie here, aka Secret Nimbus here with the first of my Friday Night Magic episodes for Magic 2015, so that is a really good hand, I'm keeping that one. Drop down the guild gate to start off with, so yeah, I'm going to be carrying on where I left off from the campaign by using my burn removal deck, and basically I'm going to see how well it gets on in multiplayer. So we're playing some kind of red deck at the moment. Unlike Jules 2014, and we're looking like we've got some kind of goblet, looking like a goblin deck by the looks of things, so probably a rushy goblin deck maybe. So Foundry Denizen gets pumped up whenever. So let's get Swamp down, and then I should be able to play Vicious Hunger on that. So goodbye. So yeah, looks like I'm playing some kind of I'm assuming this is probably like the rushy goblin deck by the looks of things. So I'll be hoping to draw into my Anger of the Gods would be quite good here. So I'm just going to keep playing all of my crazy removal in this deck. So he's got nothing now, which is good. So all good. Another Vicious Hunger. So I'm going to play my Gutter Snipe next. Hopefully he's like severely lacking burn in this deck. My Gutter Snipe can actually get some good hits into the face by utilising all of these delicious burn spells. And no, he's got a shock. Of course he's got a shock. Why wouldn't he have a shock? I assumed he would probably drop that down. So yeah. So at the moment I've still got all my removal spells, so he's playing his own Gutter Snipe, fair enough. So I've got another Vicious Hunger, which is slightly annoying. So I almost feel as though I should have not played Gutter Snipe until I could actually play it in synergy with something else, but so we'll play the Radiant Fountain, and then we'll play the Vicious Hunger on his Gutter Snipe. So unless he's running a similar deck to me, that would be quite interesting if it's kind of like a similar matchup, but he looks like he's running mono red though, so just like a pure red burn deck, which could be interesting, as I'm obviously running a Rakdos red-black burn deck. So obviously I want to draw into one of my creatures here. Nothing I want to play at the moment. I'm up to 26 health, so I'm actually looking pretty good. So I can end my turn there. So I would have liked to have kept my Gutter Snipe around, but obviously I kind of assumed he would probably have a shock. I've got two really hard removals for any big creatures he might play. So at the moment it looks like we're both waiting to draw into something that we really want. So if it gets to the point where I don't find anything soon, I might just Bolt of Karanos just to scry a little bit and see if I can kind of dig further down my deck. So what's he got then? He has got a Quest for the Goblin Lord. Whenever a goblin enters the battlefield under your control, you may put a quest counter on Quest for the Goblin Lord. As long as Quest for the Goblin Lord has 5 or more quest counters on it, creatures you control gain +2/+2, +0 even. That's pretty crazy. So I'm thinking of just like scrying here, so play as you, just so I can dig a little bit. That's to go on the bottom, so I don't need land right now. I've got plenty of land. Got 5 of it, so yeah, I got tons at the moment. Could really do with a creature more than anything else right now. So he's got nothing to play, which is interesting. Charmbreakers. Now I wish I kept the land now, because if I'd known that was like second one down, I could have saved the land and then played the Charmbreakers the turn after that. Although does Scry shuffle your deck? I can't remember. Scry. Put the rest of your cards back on top of your library in any order. Oh, right, fair enough. So so then we can hit continue. Here we go. So that's only got Scry 1, so you can only look at the top card of your library, whereas if I think it had like Scry 2 or 3, you can put like one at the bottom and the rest on top kind of thing. So oh, you only look at the top card, so yeah, you don't have to shuffle using Scry, which is annoying, as I really could do with that red land now to get my Charmbreaker Devils down. But yeah, that was kind of annoying. I wish I hadn't bothered Scry, because I would have had the Charmbreaker Devils down by now, which is slightly frustrating. At least he's got nothing on his side of the field, which is cool. So providing I can draw into a land next turn, I should be fairly good to just then start plugging away at his health. So he's got nothing at the moment, which is interesting. He's got 5 cards in hand and absolutely no... here we go. There's the guild gate. So not enough targets. So we'll be able to play the Charmbreakers next turn, providing he doesn't have a removal spell, which I'm assuming his biggest removal threat is probably the shock. So is that actually a goblin? Yeah, that is a goblin Gutter Snipe. Oops, a daisy. Hey, that weird lag sometimes happens when you zoom in on cards. So he's got nothing, which is really weird. There's more land, so we shall play Charmbreakers this turn. And then just obviously end our turn there, as we've got nothing else to do. So what's he got there? Volcanic Geyser. Oh, you son of a... So he has got some burn spells in there, and I was hoping he wouldn't have something like that. I'd assumed he was saving something, and there goes my charm breakers, so that was annoying. We'll get there eventually. So one charm breaker's down. Just going to carry on. So we got a Goblin Rabble Master here. So he gets a Goblin token on there. So another Gutter Snipe. Okay. So that gets another quest counter on it. Could really do with a just what's that then? A Goblin Bushwhacker. If it was kick creatures you control gain +1/0 and haste until end of turn. Oh wow, that's terrifying. So he's summoning goblins left, right, and centre. So I'm actually going to ulcerate you. Goodbye. So at least he can't attack him with one of his creatures. He will still be able to swing me for 5 though. So which is kind of terrifying, as I was hoping he didn't have any burn for my charm breakers, but it looks like he's kind of played his gambit now. So if I can get rid of these, then so what have I got then? Another ulcerate. I've also got an Augur Spree and a Fleshed Dust. So I could Goblin Bushwhacker isn't that terrifying. It's the Gutter Snipe I really want to get rid of here. So I think I might Augur Spree the Gutter Snipe. I'm basically waiting for another one of my creatures to come down now, basically. I mean, I could also Tribute to Hunger and get him to sack off, I suppose, his Goblin. But it seems like a kind of a waste of a burn spell. But then again, I don't really want that quest for the Goblin Lord. Do I ulcerate that? It's tempting, but so I'm gonna hit continue for now. I'll wait until. So he's only got 2 cards in hand, so I don't know what they're gonna do. Yeah, I really wish I kept that Gutter Snipe until I had more land and the ability to actually do some damage into his face. So he's gonna be able to swing him for 2 here. Fair enough, I was expecting that. Yeah, what I really could have done with was my Anger of the Gods would have been perfect against this deck. I just haven't drawn into it yet. Because obviously all of these goblins have very low health, so nice, Indulgent Tormentor. You're coming down. So hopefully he's out of his removal spells, although because he's got 2 cards in hand, that's what kind of worries me, that he might have removal for this Indulgent Tormentor. I mean, I'm trying my best here, guys, to keep a big creature down, but he's not making it easy for me. So we got Goblin Shortcutter. What's that going to do? Target. Let me have a look. So enters the battlefield. Target creature can't block this turn. Fair enough. So continue. I suppose that's fine. Although they're about to all get pumped up, so that's kind of terrifying. So I'm actually going to remove his 3/1. Just so I will take 3 damage to myself, but it's going to limit the amount of damage I take in future. So he's going to be able to swing for 3, so I'm going to go down to 9, which is kind of terrifying, but I do still have things in hand, although my Tribute to Hunger is going to be excellent, as all of these so that's going to get Bolt of Karanos. That is sad. Sad panda. I knew he must have some kind of removal for my Indulgent Tormentor. Son of a bee. I do have my own Bolt of Karanos now, but I'm going to I'm going to Bolt the 3/1 and then Tribute to Hunger the 4/1. This will allow me to scry. I want that on top, please. And then Tribute to Hunger. You will gain me 4 health. I'll go back up to 13. Excellent. And I know I've got my Gutter Snipe on top, so I'll be able to activate that with things like Augur Sprees and Fleshed to Dust, which is cool. Why didn't I gain that full health? Oh, do I need... I'm sure... Hang on. Why isn't this... Do you gain life equal to that creature's toughness? So why did I only get 1 health? I should have got 4, because it had a toughness of 3/1. Oh, that's shit. It must take into its original toughness, not its boosted toughness, which is slightly frustrating. So that gets pumped up, but neither of them have haste, thankfully. So I could really do with my Inferno Titan right now, because that would allow me to get rid of both of them. Come on, Inferno Titan. Oh no, it's the Gutter Snipe in it. Whoops-a-daisy. So, gonna play the Gutter Snipe. And then I'm gonna Augur Spree, say the 4/1, I think? No, yeah, the 4/1. It's gotta be the 4/1. There we go. So I'll do some damage into his face. So he's got no. So here comes another shock. That's really, really annoying, in my opinion. So I've dealt with pretty much all of his aggression here, which has been really frustrating, but I could really do... I think the thing that might win it for me now would be an Inferno Titan, because I could literally then just deal horrendous amounts of damage to all his teeny tiny goblins. So yeah, both my Gutter Snipes were killed. Oh god, a Guild Gate. I might have to Flesh to Dust that 3-1 just because I can't take any more damage, really. And just hope that I get something big come up soon. I just couldn't afford to take that 3 damage and go down to 4 health, really. Yeah, this Goblin Rush deck is horrendous. I mean, I think I've dealt with it quite well. Oh, here we go! Unless he's got another Volcanic Geyser, I think I might have won now. 1, 2, and 3. Inferno Titan for the win. So he takes 3 damage, goes down to 12. But continue, I can pump this up as well at the beginning of my next turn, which is incredible. So providing he can't remove this, he's screwed. So I'm hoping he doesn't have another Volcanic Geyser up his sleeve, because if he does, I might just cry a little bit inside. Does he have any creatures? No. Dead weight, so I'm going to go into combat. So I'm going to attack. Players 1, 2, 3. Pause. Activate the ability 6 times, yeah. So providing he can't remove this all of a sudden, I've won. So I think I won finally. I knew the Inferno Titan would do that for me. Yes, that's a win. Get in there. Just waiting for the Inferno Titan. Dealt with his aggression perfectly. Woo! Okay guys, so we are here for game number 2. Just had a bit of a mare where my internet decided to crash between episodes, but actually going to keep that hand. It's not bad. Got some early game removal with the Bolt of Keranos and the Dead Weight. Also got the Gutter Snipe as well, so I'm going to start off with the Swamp so I can play the Dead Weight if and when I need to next turn. So turn 3 it's going to be Gutter Snipe, and then we're just going to start laying down removal spells, I think, to start targeting his health. So we're looking at a white-green deck by the looks of things at the moment. So obviously we've got the Selesnya Guild Gate come down. Excellent, we've got another 3-mana removal spell in terms of the Tribute to Hunger, which is always a good thing. Anything from the chat? Nope. Just thought I'd check, just in case people are being polite, but never seem to be. So hopefully because it's green-white, there's not too much hard removal. So we're going for the Mountain, then the Gutter Snipe, and then that will allow us to start doing direct damage into his face, using the Gutter Snipe's special ability. So once he starts playing creatures and we start removing them, we're obviously then going to do bonus damage into my opponent's face, which is always a good thing. Fortunately the Dead Weight doesn't count as it's an enchantment / aura. So it doesn't actually activate Gutter Snipe's ability, as it has to be instant or sorcery, such as these two cards. So he's got nothing at the moment, which makes me quite happy. Got another Dead Weight, fantastic. So I can actually play 2 of them now. So we're going to hit continue for now. Deal 2 damage into face with the Gutter Snipe, as he's got nothing down yet. So let's go. Hey ho. Getting down to 18. Excellent. So the Gutter Snipe's already paying for itself. Doing 2 damage into face. And so I've got 4 removal spells to deal with any creatures that you might play, such as the Vengevine. So it's got haste. So whenever, so I can play Tribute to Hunger on that Daniel Pro. Yeah, that is Daniel Protter. I was like, we've got the same portrait. I'm just like, oh crap. So Gutter Snipe's ability activates. He has to sacrifice the Vengevine. As it's got haste, I wanted to get it done straight away. I get 4 health. He sacrifices a creature. Sucks to be him. There we go. Goodbye, Vengevine. Just wanted to make sure that I didn't have any other abilities. Whenever you cast a spell, if it's a second creature spell you cast this turn, you may return Vengevine from your graveyard to your hand. Fair enough. So I'm going to play another Mountain. Hit continue for now. Could play Bolt of Keranos, but don't really need to at this point. I'd rather save it for removing creatures. Yeah, I wanted to get rid of that one as it had haste, so I didn't really want to take the damage if it's all the same to you guys. So just thought I'd play Tribute to Hunger. It's got reasonably good health, so it got me 4 bonus health, which is always a good thing. Why am I only on 23? So, am I reading this wrong? Life equal to that creature's toughness. I thought toughness was Baneslayer Angel. That's kind of terrifying. So what's he got then? First flying, first strike, lifelink, protection from demons and from dragons. Okay, so we're going to deadweight it, and then we're going to Bolt of Kranos it. Creatures, you. So he's not going to be too happy right now, as I've just essentially eliminated one of his best creatures, and I would like that on the bottom, as it's not really that useful right now. I'd rather see what else I've got. So we're going to hit continue. Attack him with the Gutter Snipe. So yeah, poor Baneslayer Angel, didn't even stand a chance. So just going to hit for another 2 points of damage there. And then hit continue. So wow, he got that down really quick. 5 mana. That's really cheap for something that's quite good. Just wondering what else he's got now, as I've used up quite a bit of my hard removal here, so I'm hoping to draw into some more. So he's not playing anything pre-combat. Has he got anything? I mean, I could really do with something like a Charmbreakers or something like that. Nope, I'm just going to get more land apparently, so I'm just going to continue. Swinging with the Gutter Snipe, getting down to 8. There we go. Then just hit continue. So fingers crossed we can actually. So this is where this deck really does fall down. Is there's like 0 card draw in this deck. So once you kind of use up a lot of your cards, you're then a little bit you're in a little bit of trouble. I did see quite an interesting one where somebody has essentially taken a deck very similar to this and splashed in some blue for the card draw. So used a couple of the blue's abilities to draw a lot of cards, and then did that as well. So you could essentially have like a red, black, blue burn removal counter deck, which would just be insane. Haha, he's been replaced by the AI. Oh, that makes me feel good. So I've just got to beat the AI now. So Seraph of the Masses, this could have come on as a 1/1. Fair enough. And we have a Seismic Strike, so I'm actually going to Seismic Strike that because it activates Gutter Snipe's ability as well. So there we go, goodbye Seraph of the Masses. So it looks like he's playing some kind of like crazy Convoke, like kind of mass white-green, lots of creatures, and then Convoke and just play like loads and loads of them. I'm guessing he's probably got like a doubling season or something up his sleeve. That was a really desperate move. What's he got in his hand, which was like Seraph of the Masters on its own on the battlefield was the best one to play. Another Seraph of the Masses. That'd be why then. So you're gonna get dead weighted basically, unless I get August Spree. Because that activates Gutter Snipe's ability, and then Gutter Snipe swings in. So then we hit continue, swinging with the Gutter Snipe, and that's game over for game number 2. Here we go. So there we go. Gutter Snipe wins the match for us. Excellent. I'll see you in a sec for game number 3, guys. Okay guys, so we're here for game number 3. This is looking like a fairly good starting hand actually, so I'm going to keep it. Yeah, so we're going to start off with the Guildgate, obviously, so because it comes on tapped, so it's not as though I can play any of these spells straight away anyway, so I'm going to get going by starting off with the Guildgate. So playing a red deck of some description. So he's played nothing on turn 1. Excellent, that's what I like to see. So I'll play a Swamp turn 2. So that means we can play all of my spells now. So the only thing I really would like right now would be a Gutter Snipe again, because that would be fantastic. So we're looking at red-white. So a Boros deck. So he's got nothing to play on turn 2. Interesting. Ooh, let's play the Radiant Fountain now. Don't really want to play any of my spells yet, so I may as well just hit continue and wait to see if I get one of my creatures. At least we're ramping up nicely here. We're up to 5 mana, so 3 on the board, 2 in hand already, which is looking good. So he goes Boros Guildgate down. Anything on turn 3? The Hoarder. I've neglected to give myself a title this time, as I really hated them, and I think they look a bit silly. So he's got nothing on turn 3. That's interesting, because usually red-white would be quite aggro-ish. So excellent. I've got Indulgent Tormentor for next turn, which is awesome. So, what's he got for turn 4? Anything. Because he's got 2 full of hand now. So unless he starts playing... Brimaz. Sorry, mate. Goodbye, Brimaz. I can't have you hanging around. Sorry, Brimaz, you've got to go. So Tribute to Hunger gives you the health based on their life, not on their... So I'm going to play Indulgent Tormentor this turn. Like, I love this card. It's probably one of my only sources of card draw in this deck. And Bolt of Kranos is... I kind of see it as pseudo card draw, as you can put cards to the bottom that you don't really want to see. I don't know, Scry, I wouldn't... Oh, Shock? Okay, so that's... I'm guessing he's got 2 Shocks in hand? Yeah, 2 Shocks in hand. I thought he might somehow. So at least I drew out 2 Shocks there on my Indulgent Tormentor. Poor thing. He never even stood a chance. So Kiln Fiend's probably going to go down this turn instead. Charmbreakers. So I'm looking for one more land. Then I should be laughing pretty much. Just going to hit continue. No point doing anything this turn as I'm out of... Well, it's not as though I can swing in with my Kiln Fiend. I'd rather swing in with Kiln Fiend after I've played like Bolt of Karanos or something like that. So if I get one more land, Charmbreaker Devils will be going down next turn. Possibly. So we've got Stormbreath Dragon, 4/4. Protection from white, okay. So how am I going to deal with him? That's going to be the question. I think it's going to be a double whammy of Vicious Hunger, Bolt of Karanos next turn. So obviously can't block that, so I don't think you can make it monstrous, so that's a good sign. Thank God for that. Ooh, no, that only does 1 damage, so... No, that's no good. So it's going to have to be Vicious Hunger and then Bolt of Karanos, I think, yeah. So that will pump up my Kiln Fiend twice as well, which is a good thing. And I get 2 life back. Creatures U, so Kiln Fiend gets pumped up twice, which is what I like to see. And then I'll keep it on top, please. Bolt of Karanos, so I'll have 2 Bolts of Karanos on top. Which is a good card, as it pumps up my Kiln Fiend, and it's some quite hard damage, really. 3 damage is fairly significant. So he gets down to 13, and I'm sitting nicely on 24. So I know we're going to play Charmbreaker Devils next turn, but hopefully the turn after that. So what's he going to play this time? Nothing. Interesting. So I'm actually going to Bolt of Karanos here, just because players... Not me, him. Oh, I've got to try and remember what side I'm on. So I'll do 3 damage to him, and I'll put that one on the bottom as I'm looking for land. Because my Charmbreaker Devils are essentially the super version of Kiln Fiend. So I'm getting down to 6, so at the moment, I'm within... So a Bolt of Karanos and a Kiln Fiend attack will finish him off, providing he doesn't play anything else, which he's playing Siege Dragon. Fair enough. So that would destroy walls, but I don't have any walls, so what are we going to draw? Land! Give me land! Lots of land! So we're going to play Charmbreakers this turn. I don't mind taking the 5 damage in the air, personally, as... So I'm going to skip my attack. No point attacking him with the Kiln Fiend and him just killing it off with the Siege Dragon. So we've got a 5/5 flyer. Whenever Siege Dragon attacks, if defending player controls no walls, it deals 2 damage to each creature without flying and... Oh wow, that's actually fairly terrifying. I did not realise that. And an Armoured Ascension. Oh my god, that's terrifying. On a heroic creature. Oh my god. That's going to be mental. So 2 5/5 flyers. Okay, so I'm fairly buggered at this point, I think. I doubt he's going to swing in with both creatures, knowing that I would finish him off. Yeah, so he's decided not to swing, which is a good thing, which gives me a chance as I get to pull something from my... With my Charmbreakers, what am I going to pull? So I get a Vicious Hunger back, so I can... I could Bolt of Karanos... and Vicious Hunger, one of these two. I don't know which one would be better. I'm trying to think. Just trying to think, what would be better? Siege Dragon or the one that's got Armored Ascension, which can only get bigger? I think I'm going to go for the Siege Dragon one. So we're going to go Bolt of Karanos. No, I'm going to go for the Creatures U. And then I'm also going to Vicious Hunger that one because it'll remove it. And then I should win because you can only block one of these creatures and both of them are going to have lethal after this. I'll have that on top, please. So yeah, this is actually... So what's he going to do? Is he going to pump that up further? Because if he does, I might just cry. Target creature you control against protection. Oh no! You get... That's not cool. And he gets pumped up as well because he got targeted by a spell. I thought I'd won there. I thought I'd won. So both of these get pumped up, but... And annoyingly, if I had one more land, I'd be able to not kill it. So what did he give it protection from? Protection from red. Okay, so I wouldn't be able to kill it even if I did have the extra land. So, I mean, I could swing in now and force him to double block, and that would kill off both of his creatures. Which I'm kind of tempted to do. Because he's going to have to block both of these, otherwise he dies. So yeah, I'm going to kill off both of his creatures and... Oh no, it's got protection from red! No! What am I doing? Oh no, what have I done? That's got protection from red! No! I didn't think about that! Oh no. Oh god, no. That was so stupid. What am I doing? I had protection from red. I should have done that next turn. So I'm going to take 6 damage to my face here and hope that I get something good. Oh, I totally forgot about the fact that he had protection from red there. I was like, oh yeah, I can kill off both of his creatures. No, I can't. So I can clear his board here, I think, because... Let me just think. So Seismic Strike does 3 damage, which will kill off that, and then I can force him to sack off that one, so I'm not out of this yet. Let me just make sure I'm not using any black lands, just to be on the safe side. So Seismic Strike you. Then Tribute to Hunger. You. So goodbye 6/6. Whew. So I'm not out of this yet. it's goddamn close, but I'm not out of it yet. At least he's top decking as much as I am now, which is a relief. I don't believe that. He would have had to block... I should have just... No, Kiln Fiend wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have killed off his Stormbreath Dragon. So it kind of worked out in the end. Because he's got nothing. And I've got a shock. I'm thinking of saving it. There's no point attacking his face because all it will do is just bring him down to 4 health. I may as well save it in case I get something like a Gutter Snipe or something like that. Or if he plays a creature, which I want to shock pretty much straight away. Calm down, Ollie, calm down, it's fine, it's going fine. So he's still got nothing. Oh, and that's probably the win now with the Inferno Titan. Oh no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Resume duel? I may have just shocked myself by accident there. That was a bit dumb. Clicked on the wrong portrait for a second. It's fine, it's only 1 health, it's not gonna finish me off this turn. That was stupid. I was like, oh yeah, just click on myself. What? No, because I'm used to some reason. I'm used to my like the opponent. Maybe it's because from when I'm doing the. Oh, he's been replaced by the AI. Yeah, he saw the Inferno. Oh, he had 1 land in hand. So yeah, that was the win. Whew. Never shock yourself. That is the. I really got to pay attention when it's coming down to these portraits. Just make sure I've got the right one. So, just make sure we'll finish him off. So that's 3 wins out of 3. That's a good series. I have rather enjoyed playing with this black-red removal deck of mine. It has worked out remarkably well. Okay guys, so to round off the episode, I'm just going to show you what the deck is made of, so its final form. So I've got 2 ulcerates, some good early game targeted removal, gives -3/-3. Because it's only 1 land cost, you do lose 3 life as well. Dead weights, so pseudo shocks do essentially do 2 damage to a creature for 1 black mana. Vicious Hunger, great card, does 2 damage and also gives you 2 life. Tribute to Hunger, good hard removal, 3 of them in the deck, brilliant for removing creatures with lots of health and lots of attack. So only really works if there's 1 big creature on the board, so it's particularly good if you're kind of playing an opponent who plays lots of big creatures as opposed to lots of little creatures. Indulgent Tormentor, so one of my only sources of card draw. Basically, unless the opponent sacks a creature or pays 3 life, I draw a card, which is really cool. 2 Flesh's Dust, so 2 really hard removal for getting rid of those big pesky creatures. 4 Shocks, as they're just amazing. They do damage to the face, do damage to creatures, can't complain. 1 Volcanic Geyser for like very late game, like lots of damage, as it's got obviously the X damage symbol on it. Kiln Fiend, so taking advantage of all the sorcery and instants in this deck, gets pumped up by +3/0 every time you play one, so you can actually stack them, which is really cool. 2 Anger of the Gods, didn't see this at all during the game, which is just mass removal. Does 3 damage across the board and exiles those creatures as well. Gutter Snipes, probably the crux card in this entire deck most of the time. If you can get this down, make it stick, do lots and play lots of instants of sorcery spells, you're doing horrendous amounts of damage to the opponent. So 2 damage every time, and it has the ability to attack in as well. Seismic Strike, fairly useful, kind of more late game when you've got lots of mountains down. Good for, and sometimes even early game, like a 3 mana 1 damage removal is even really good. Bolt of Keranos, one of my favourite cards in this deck as well. 3 damage, so quite a lot for 3 mana, and you get to scry as well. Dead useful. Inferno Titan, I kind of came into this card late. It's almost the perfect card for this deck. It does 3 damage divided as you choose when it comes onto the battlefield. Every time it attacks, it does the same thing, and you can pump it up by playing red mana, which is just incredible. Charmbreakers, again, another essential card to this deck, gets pumped up +4/0 every time you play one of those myriad of instants or sorcery spells, and at the beginning of your turn you essentially get a free card, which you can't complain about, and then 3 Augur Sprees, great removal, -4 removal, with the possibility of pumping up something like, say, an Inferno Titan. That's probably the only card in my entire deck which should actually benefit from the attack bonus, but it's usually used as targeted removal. So that's the deck, that's the end of the episode. As always guys, don't forget to comment and like if you enjoyed it. Apart from that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.